Hello everyone, I've been invited to be one of the guest speakers today, and I'm going to share with you all a little bit about my life and a few of the challenges I have faced and overcome. My name's Joel Whitwell. I was born in Harvey Hospital, 14th of the 1st, 1979, second child to Peter and Gordon Whitwell. I can't speak any more highly of Mum and Dad. They never hid me from the world, and they encouraged me to be all I can be in life. I remember Mum telling me not long after I was born that she had me down the main street of Harvey, sold me off to the locals, and they immediately also fell in love with me. I'm going to talk a little bit about my school years now, and as we all know, bullying is an ongoing and big problem in this world. Standing here today, looking back, I admit I was one of the lucky ones. From year 1 until I graduated in year 12, I never got bullied. I think people in a small town, I think they're a small community, if I was in the city, who knows, but that helped stand me in good stead, and everyone who I went to school with treated me with the highest of respect. And I look back now, and I believe that was a stepping stone to me going on and doing what I've done with my life. I've had a few surgeries over the years. Oh wait, one more thing about I got a story from my school years. In about year 4, we used to play marbles. And one time I just got my glass eye, used it as a marble. And looking back now, I'm sort of glad that no one won it off me, but yeah, that's just one of the stories. I had a lot of surgeries over the years. There's 2 I'm going to touch on. 1989, I was 10 years old. Princess Margaret Hospital, they had to take a rib out, put in my face to reconstruct it. I was nervous, as I am today, but it was a big op. But the one thing that lifted my spirits was to get letters from all my friends back at school, and I couldn't wait to get back to see them. 10 years on, 99, I was a bit of a partier then. 20, I was 20s, and had another big op. They took a bit of muscle out of my back, put it in to make a cheek, bring my face out a bit more. The only thing about that op was I had to miss out on one of my good mates' 21st. But then I had another 21st that weekend. I told the doctor, no, I've got to go early, I've got to go to my mate's 21st. And true to form, I had a few that night, celebrated, and yeah, I've always found that friends really help, with having ops and that. I've got a few stories I want to share about my glass eye in my ear over the years. I was about 8 years old, and their mum's in the audience, she'll probably remember this one pretty well. And I was playing with my glass eye, and we had a pet, Jack Russell, Tyson, and he jumped up, took it out of my hand and swallowed it. So Mum grabbed him, made him swallow salt water, he chucked it back up, she washed it with disinfectant, me being 8, put it back in and went on with my day. And there was another one. I was up at Loadsbrook Dam. I was about 8 as well. And I was sitting on the edge of the cliff, the big rock up there, and I was playing with my eye, and it tumbled over the edge. I watched it go over into the water where it sank to the bottom. So we had divers up there all over trying to find it, but no luck. So let's say about that, Mum, but we had to go to Perth to get another glass eye. But 2 years down the track, probably mid-20s, I went to a mate's 21st again, and I was quite down a bit these days. I was a bit of a partier back in the day, and I used to drink quite a bit. And this night I drank quite a lot, and I woke up next morning on my friend's couch, a bit of a blur the night before, and I was, where's my ear? Oh no, I must have lost it at the party. So I went back and traced my steps all day, couldn't find it. So I went home, and I had to spend that week without my ear. Friday I went back to my friend's place, the one I woke up. We were having a good old chat, and all of a sudden out of the blue goes, someone dropped the ear off during the week, it's on the mantelpiece. So I put it back on and celebrated a bit. After finishing school, as I said, I was very lucky. I faced a few challenges in my life. It's getting out into the big wide world. I remember one time I went out trying to find my brother who was at this place, but he wasn't there, but a drunk guy was there and his friend. And I walked in with a couple of friends, and he took one look at my face, and he was drunk, and he goes, "You must be the ugliest person I've ever met. If I look like that, I'll kill myself." That word just went straight to my heart. I got up, I couldn't say anything, I just jumped in my car and went to a quiet place that night. And I did a lot of thinking, and it's something that I hadn't experienced. I was very lucky, but I don't think I would have done anything silly that night. But I think something brought me back from the brink, like of family, friends. I thought, I can't, whatever he said, I just got to learn to deal with it. Looking back now, I'll forgive the guy if I ever saw him, because I do believe you've got to move on. He was drunk, and you can't let things, you've got to let things go. And, he probably had his reasons, and I learnt to sort of have forgiveness because of that. Growing up, staring, whenever I left my comfort zone was another one. Whenever Mum took me to Perth for ops, I had to deal with people staring, and that was hard. But the first time I really overcame it, has anyone ever done a mystery flight? Mystery flight, they used to do them probably about 15 years ago, where they fly somewhere in Australia for a day. Me and my best mate at the time, Paul Jones, PJ, me and him said, "Yeah, let's do it." So we jumped on the plane, and it was one of the best days of my life with my best mate. And me and Paul were there, PJ were at the bar, and this guy was staring at my face. And I remember thinking, stare all the like, I'm here with one of my best mates, having the best day of my life. You're there sitting on your own. And that's the first time that I never let it get to me. Paul was in my life for 6 years. He was one of my best mates when he first moved to Harvey. Sadly, which is another challenge, is Harvey Show 2003. I was with him that night, having an awesome time. Next morning I woke up and I still remember it like it was yesterday, that Paul was killed in a car accident. And that's something that I still remember those words, still hearing it. And I just went home and just there, the tears, and just 1 minute my friend was there, the next year was gone. And in the weeks that followed, I went into a bit of depression, because I don't expect to lose a friend at that point in life, early 20s. And I thought, I'll sit in my car night after night thinking about life. I was 24, I was thinking deeply about life, and what are we here for? Why did my friend have to go at this point? And I thought, well, we travelled together, that was one of the best days. Maybe I could honour his memory by going on and seeing the world. Maybe I could do it for him as well. He was the one that travelled with me, and it's been a bit of hard work, but I set a goal. In these last 13 years, I've gone on a trip every couple of years. I've been all over the world, pretty much. South America, Canada, US, Scotland, and I believe he's looking down on me, pretty happy that I've gone on and achieved one of my dreams. I've been lucky enough, when I left my comfort zone, I knew I was always going to have friends in Harvey, because but to step into the world out there, meeting people, I can't speak any more highly of the friends I've made on all my travels, 3 Kentucky tours. I've just come back from Spain 2 days ago, so a little bit jet lagged, but I've just met some awesome people just then. So I'm confident of meeting people, keep making friends. And one that stuck in my mind was Machu Picchu. I went to South America 2014, and in their culture, they don't judge people on looks, it's more the heart and soul of a person, and I felt that. And Machu Picchu on my journey through Peru has certainly stuck with me, and something that, just really opened my mind up a bit more. When I finished school, I followed my dad's footsteps, went into the meatworks, and I was a labourer to start with. But I've worked my way up, and 4 years ago I'd done the study, and now I'm a qualified meat inspector. I've got a job working for the government, which is a very high up job in the industry. And that's what I want to touch on, is with a disability of one ear and one eye, it's only thing holding the back is their own doubt, own mind. I've got a bit of authority now with my job, and I've proven that I can mix it with and work up the ladder, and that's something I'm pretty proud of. And I know Dad won't admit it to me, but he's pretty proud that he's pretty proud of it. Well, I'd like to finish up by saying I've obviously proven I can set my goals, live out my dreams. And I do have another dream. And in a superficial world where looks are still, I really want to get my life story out there. Today's another platform to maybe help people, that if I can help one person, then I'm willing to put myself out there. In the next 5, 10 years, the sky could be the limit. And I just want to just let people know with my experiences that you can achieve whatever they want in life, and don't let anything hold you back. And I'm just thrilled to be here today and share my story, and thank you everyone.